When this goes on TikTok, people are gonna call you a pick-me. No,
I get
if
paid
she
for it.
wanted to, she would.
These girls that expect $75 minimum, they're trash.
Something that's been going around. It's super viral right now.
If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just shouldn't be dating.
What do you guys think about that?
For me, that girl is a no-go.
Yeah.
100%. I don't want to even talk to her at all.
Whoa.
Now, she might say, oh, Jay, you're a broke boy or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I just don't want that attitude at all.
Okay.
But I think it's different for everyone.
Yuggie?
No, I don't agree with her.
Would you be okay on just coffee on the very first date? Only a cup of coffee. Like, let's meet at Starbucks.
Honestly, for me, that's the ideal first date. Spend nothing. Just travel costs to get there. Let's walk through the park.
I think it depends on the vibe. To be honest, the guys that I liked, we spent time together, like walking park, explore, look around. We didn't really spend that much on the first date.
How did the guy ask you out, though? Let's go walk at Hangang by the Han River. Like,
Something like that. You
Yeah?
know? Yeah.
right now, all the girls on TikTok are like, this guy's a motherfucking broke boy. Don't go out for guys like that. You have to put on your
Shit.
makeup. You got to put on your makeup. You got to look good. You know, like the least you can do is bring you to fucking dinner. They're taking advantage of us because, you know,
No,
they're
I
spending
think-
no money to be with us, these
Yo.
salt, sexy ladies.
I'll say this.
Wow,
75
Now she's thinking. I'm
No,
corrupting her.
No.
75 bucks for a date, she better be making just as much and can do the same thing.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Okay.
What I was thinking is what's wrong with her?
For saying that?
Yeah.
When this goes on TikTok, people are going to call you a pick-me. No, okay,
You're
when
a
it comes to
pick-me
you, when it comes to
girl?
you, huh? When it comes to you?
When we try to date someone, I'm looking for someone to, I don't know, communicate or try to see if we align the same value or something. I'm not trying to do the business with this guy. If you try to do the business, well, that sounds fair. You gotta trade something. You
Okay.
give me money, I will give you something.
Oh,
But, like,
something?
I don't know.
Well,
I
wait.
don't know.
Is she guaranteed to put out?
I don't know.
75.
Then
Cheap
it-
then. Yeah, I'm going to pay
Oh,
75.
Exactly. What the?
I don't know. Everybody has a different thing to trade. I don't know. In my idea of the love, it's not try to exchange equally. It's more about you try to think about someone and try to give more. So for me, I cannot understand the mindset like, oh, I'm gonna, dress up. I mean, I'm gonna be so pretty, blah, 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 whatever. And the guy should pay for that. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't get it.
When was the last time you went on a date?
Pretty recent.
How much did he spend on that first date?
I think I spend more. And then like he tried to like, oh, why are like it's like let me pay or at least let's split. And then like, no, I don't want you to do that. Let me pay for this. And then next day maybe you pay for that.
And then what happened?
Yeah,
No
we did
second
the,
date?
No,
And then-
we did the second date.
Oh, you went on a second date.
did
Oh,
the
okay,
second
okay.
date.
You got the second
Yeah.
date. And then he paid for the second date.
Yeah, but still I paid as well. Like,
Yugi!
Kinda.
She's like one of these power girls that just wants to hold it over him. Always.
Right? What was the mindset behind it? Like,
What do you
didn't,
mean?
Oh, I don't want to have to owe this guy anything? Or is it more like,
no,
I'm a
it's
power
more like
bitch, you know?
respectful way. Like I said, I'm not trying to trade with this person, right? I'm not trying to buy or sell something to him. It's more about I try to spend good time with him, and then just the way of we spending time, we have to pay something, right? Both gotta somehow have to pay for it, but it's not really a big matter for me, I guess.
Do you pay on every first date?
Most of time, I think I try to pay the first date so that I don't try to give them an impression that I'm trying to take advantage of them. I just like genuinely want to spend good time with them.
You think they're gonna think that you're a gold digger?
If you make them pay? Or if you allow them to pay?
Right.
What do you mean? Say it again.
So in this situation,
Mm.
you're paying because you don't want to feel guilty, right?
I mean, why not? I can pay for it.
That's what it is when you're not a brokey, ladies. When you're not broke.
I can
If
pay
she
for
wanted
it.
to, she would.
True.
Right? That's not, yo,
I mean-
boys, it's our soft boy era. You know, we got to get the ladies to pay, you know, to show us that they want us. Did you ask the guy out or did he ask you out? We have to figure this one out.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
There's intent there.
Yeah,
So-
I asked him out.
Okay.
Tough then, yeah.
Now we
Now
fucked
it
the
makes
entire
sense.
thing. Okay, fine. Yeah,
Ah.
because usually online it's whoever asks out pays, right?
I think that's true.
But
But-
the last date, he like another guy, he asked me out, but I paid for the first date.
I was just about to say, there's
Yeah.
nothing that feels better than like you have a good time, you have like a good day, whatever you do.
Yeah.
If there was payment involved or like you had to buy dinner or whatever, and then at the end, like the check slides to your side and she's like, "Hey, do you want to go half?" That shows me something.
I mean, yeah, for dudes, of course. Like
Yeah.
that's so rare.
right.
That like never happened in Korea. That doesn't happen
Really?
It's not a
with the
thing.
girls that I go out with.
So when you go out on a date, you already know like I have to pay.
Some of the girls don't even pretend. Yeah,
What is it?
some of the girls don't even take out their wallets.
Oh.
Yeah. But maybe it's just the types of girls I go for.
Wait,
Maybe-
what type of girls are you going after?
So
no, give me the.
I'm almost exclusively going out with like models and like girls at clubs at tables and like influencer girls. But you're an influencer girl.
Yugi, I will say this. I've known her for a while now, and she's very different than most. so-
Yo, actually, for the little time that I've known Yugi, she's also very different. She's a power girl. She's a power girl. She knows what she wants and she'll go for what she wants and she's not no bullshit, none of that shit. No weird mind games, nothing like that.
Oh,
From
I
what
don't
you've
do
talked
that.
with
I
like
don't do
our
that.
small conversations that we've had.
Yeah, I don't do the mind game.
I can't believe that most of the TikTok crowd was on the woman's side.
But the guys
Is it-
are ripping her apart.
Okay, so
Obviously.
it's
the men
50-50.
were. Unfortunately, I belong in the other crowd. Actually,
I can't.
yeah, I'm weird like that. I'm like, if you can't afford $75 to $100 on the first date, just get your money up first.
But like,
What?
just because the guy is spending a lot of money on you, it doesn't mean that the guy is a good guy.
You're right, because I'm an asshole. No, yeah. Well, I think it's more like a baseline kind of thing. If I go to dinner in Korea, two people, if you go to like even just like each of you gets a pasta and then
Yeah,
there's an
yeah, yeah,
appetizer
yeah.
in the middle, that's already 50.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm such a broke boy.
Wow.
Wow. Holy shit,
Yeah.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I just don't. There's no way. These girls that expect $75 minimum, they're trash. They're
yeah.
literally trash, dude.
I think that's the problem, right? The whole, if he can afford it, then he's not worth seeing, rather than, oh, I appreciate if he does spend that much.
Oh,
You should have already done this analysis on the person you're going to go on a date with before you even accepted it. You can tell already if he can afford $75 to take you out.
But then it might be even worse. Oh, you can afford it and you won't spend it on me, bitch?
No
Am I
shot.
not worth it? No, well, I'm just kind of putting myself in a teenage girl's body, you know, or a 21-year-old girl's
But
body, right?
Yeah, I just don't understand that why the spending more than $75 has to be the standard to what is that? Figure out this guy is a good date or not. That's not a thing, I think.
Yeah.
So what's your baseline then? You ask
Me?
a girl out on a date. You're going to take them to a nice place. How much you spending?
Oh my God. I'm a bad person to ask this because I have never spent less than $150 on a first date.
$150 a
Shit,
lot.
it's not $150. It's like
Are your
120.
Instagram
Yeah.
DMs open?
Of course, I would love it if the girl's like, "No, pa, I got this," and then just slides the card. I'm like, "Oh, Chebo, heirs, come at me, But
Yo, you know my life goal is to find a woman that can pay everything for me.
yo, me too.
What is all like?
I want to be the sugar baby for once.
Yeah.
Me too.
I want to be a stay-at-home husband. You know
I
what I'm
wanna
saying?
be
you
a
have
sugar
no
baby.
You have no
Yeah.
problem with that.
Yeah.
You can be that right now.
I know, I don't want it though.
Yeah.
I think the problem is like the first, like ilcha, right? The first round is dinner. That's already 50 minimum, right? Unless I go to like a samgyeopsal place when maybe might be like, no, even samgyeopsal. If we order 2 bottles of soju and you order like what 4인분, like 4-person serving, 4만 원, 5만 원 minimum. If the date is going good, you don't want it to end there. So it's like, do you want to get drinks? And now you're saying, oh, let's go to ilcha.
Yeah,
And if
it's
it's
another
drinks, you buy
20,
like
30,
a cocktail is
40
like
bucks,
2만 원. You're not having one cocktail.
So you're budgeting at least 150.
I basically don't date now. Yeah. I don't go out. I stay at
In-
home. I stream edit.
In my case, I met the guys while traveling.
Was he traveling or you traveling?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it never ended successfully. Yes.
Distance.
You and I have a unique circumstance
Yeah,
when it comes to like
my
our
lifestyle
lifestyle.
is very unique. My
Ah.
lifestyle is very unique.
And to find someone that matches that is literally impossible.
Really hard.
So
So I
impossible.
don't really take it personal.
And you're leaving soon too. Like you're staying for a very short time in Korea.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the podcast. Yes. Jay, also a lot of your content has been traveling and
Yeah,
IRL
I'm traveling all the
streaming.
time. I have a place here in Seoul, actually. This is like my home, but I was only here for 2 months out of the last 12.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
And when is the next time you're leaving the country?
It could be tomorrow.
Oh, you just like spontaneous
Yeah,
Let's go kind of
with
thing?
my job, that's how it is. Like, if something comes up tomorrow, I'll just go.
Me too, kinda.
So
Somebody can afford $75 on the first day.
I'm not a broke boy, okay?
Hey! But yeah, I think like that's the thing. That's the sauce that some of these people are missing online, right? Go on the date because you like the guy. Because you don't know if it's broke boy only coffees and then now he's traveling everywhere and might bring you along with her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the last time that I asked a girl out, she flew to my country
Oh.
to be with me. So
Oh.
yeah.
Yo.
That meant a lot to me.
I have a question. So
That
here's
meant a
the
lot
thing.
to me.
Jaystreazy is Jay Rizzy.
Hold on, I have a question for this. So here's the thing. I have been always very serious when it comes to dating.
Okay.
I'm not like into the casual dating type. I'm always, once I start dating, I take it always serious. All the guys that I dated were, I think they were not really ready for something serious or something.
Mhm.
So they were like kind of freaked out
That you'd visit them?
that I tried to visit or that I'm trying to be more serious. I think they wanted to keep casual.
You met some fuckboys, huh?
It's not fuck boys.
You don't think so? What
No,
you
it's
think
not
about that?
fuck boys. It's more
I
like
need to hear more detail on what this was like.
Just they were not really ready for something serious. They don't really want to take the responsibility.
Did they tell you all that stuff before?
About what?
Like, oh, I'm not really looking for something serious.
Some, and then the others were like not sure yet.
That's a lead on. If they're just saying I don't know what I
Yeah.
want, then
Yeah.
But if they told you straight up, yeah.
Yeah. So
can't really
that's why
blame
I'm
'em.
saying that like they're not the fuck boys. They kinda
I think
in
it's
the
the
beginning
opposite,
already.
right? If they tell you up front, then they're not a fuckboy. But if
Right,
they
right,
don't
right.
tell you, then they kind of are.
What do you mean?
Like if they
Not
tell you,
sure?
hey, by the way, right now I'm only looking for something casual.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
That's
blah, then
respectful
it's okay.
of you and your time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if they're like, oh yeah, I like you, and then you guys fuck, and then they fuck off to their own country, and you're like, hey, I want to see you, and they're like, oh, I don't know.
No,
That's
it's
kind
not
of a
like
fuckboy.
that. It wasn't like that.
You know?
What's wrong with you?
Welcome to Happy Hour, baby.
People in this wars are not always bad.
This is why the girls online are like, hey, at least make them pay the 100 for the first date. You know what I'm saying? Cheers.
Maybe I should let them pay.
Yeah, I think that was the litmus test for them. But then you miss out on guys like Jay. You miss out on guys like me. First of all, yo, if I was like, yo, I got this, and the girl's like, get the fuck out of here, and knocks my card out of my hand and goes like, it's mine today. She getting all my money. I'm gonna marry that girl, and
Yeah.
she gets all my money.
And on top of that, if she pulls that move, then it's like, I gotta see what happens on the next date.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is the problem, ladies. If I can buy you, then I can replace you. That's what it is. If I
That's
can buy
heavy.
you, I can replace you.
That's very heavy and true.
Have you guys heard of the orange peel theory?
No.
Oh, you boomers. Okay. Orange peel theory is this.
Orange peel.
Orange peel, so
theory.
the orange,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Peel theory.
And this is a girl thing only.
No, this is like
Oh.
yes, it's usually a girl thing only because girls usually don't have this problem because girls are very nurturing and supportive. But they're basically saying it's a test of whether or not the relationship will work. So whether or not your partner
Okay.
takes care of you and
Yeah.
loves you, right?
Yeah.
You basically say to your honey,
Yeah.
say, honey, I want an orange. If they just give you the orange,
Yeah.
if they don't peel it for you,
Oh.
that relationship is doomed.
I listen to directions. Okay? I am a man where if you tell me something, I will do it. And if you don't specify exactly what you want, I am just going to do the thing you said to do.
Hold on, I don't get it. So you're saying that I asked Jay, Jay, can you give me the orange? Is
Wait,
something
hold
like
on.
that. And then like Jay.
Yugi is not my girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah. Let's just get this.
Example.
Okay.
Example. So I asked him, and then he's like, "Oh, here's you. Like hand over the orange."
Yeah.
And then he didn't peel it,
Yeah.
and then I should feel offended about it.
Like basically they're saying it's never going anywhere. It's gonna fail because he doesn't care about you.
I think so many people in this world are so bored of their life and they try to find any reason to hate someone. I don't get it.
You don't get it? Let me
I don't
explain
get
it.
it.
I am in the camp where if my girlfriend asks me for an orange, I will
Yeah.
peel it for them and then give it to them.
Okay.
But I think it's a very Chinese thing because I learned it from my parents.
Oh.
So
Yo, I
Yeah.
like my oranges with the peel so I can bite into them and then do the thing with the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
smiley.
so that's
What
different.
the fuck?
So in your case, it would be, would you
I have
cut
to
it for them?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or would you just hand them the orange? And the whole premise is if your partner isn't trying to make your life as easy as possible, then that means they don't care about you as much as they should or need to in order for it to be like marriage material. And if they don't do that, maybe like you're gonna have to be in this is usually the girls, right? You're gonna be in a marriage where you have to do all the work and take care of the husband and everything, and the husband doesn't do shit. That's the mindset behind it.
I think this is
But
just
from the orange,
just from a simple orange test. Yeah.
you concluded to this all.
there are so many miscommunications and barriers before this. Like, if you knew them that well and you knew that they wanted that, it would have already been explained previously. The first time that the orange happened, okay, maybe she is unhappy about it. You didn't do this for me, but then I would be like, didn't do what? And then she'd be like, I asked for the orange, like the peels. Next time, okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what about this? Okay. What
Okay.
about the first time?
Yeah.
Like you guys are dating, it's been a while, you guys are like
Yeah.
living together, or maybe you're
Yeah.
over at her
Yeah.
place, right? The first time she brings fruit around, she's already cut up everything for you.
Okay.
So or
Oh, so
for
she
you or for
expects
us.
it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no, we don't know, right? So the scenario is she's done that the very first time she's ever served fruit in the house. So now, in that case,
Is the
next
expectation there
time she's like,
already?
"Oh, honey, can you give me an orange?" You wouldn't clue in on, "Oh, this is her norm."
Oh, I don't know if I'm smart enough for that.
But it
Maybe.
but it wouldn't mean that you don't love her. It's just that you don't.
No,
you're
yeah,
not
not
clued
at all.
in.
Of
Right.
course not. If she asked me specifically,
Yeah.
please bring me an orange and can you peel it?
I think I'm on Jay's side too.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Interesting.
Just say it.
What's the problem with saying the extra 3 words?
Yeah, we all are
Why
very
play the game?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, we're all different. We cannot read your mind. So please be honest and say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
I do
healthy.
the same thing to the guys too.
Most men definitely are in that camp. It's like, just tell me. I would love to do it. I don't have a problem with it. If a girl tells me to do something, I'd be like, yeah, of course. Right? Especially if I didn't know. So here's the mindset behind not asking. Because a lot of women are like, well, I don't want to have to ask you. The whole, if he wanted to, he would, like, meme comes from that, right? I shouldn't need to ask you to treat me like a queen. You should treat me like a queen. And if I have to ask you to treat me like a queen, then there's less value, because now I don't know if you want to do it or if you're just doing it because I told you to do it. That's the mindset behind not telling.
But everyone has a different way to think that the treatment as a queen. So if you don't say it the way that I want, the person wouldn't figure it out.
But I'm sure that almost all of us want to be taken care of in some
Yeah.
sort of way, right?
Yeah.
So the actions that we do are like the things like, I'll take care of this. For example, if you have a heavy luggage, I'm not going to wait until you ask me. I'm going to be like, hey, I'm seeing that you're struggling or whatever. Or even if you're not struggling, I'm going to be like, baby, like, I'm going to take this luggage. You walk, you just do whatever. Like, that's the imprint that I've had, because it's like this, because I was raised by basically a single mom. So in that case, it's like, oh, if my mom and I are traveling, I'm not going to have her carry the luggage. In the same way that I treasure and want to take care of my mom, I'm going to do that for my girlfriend, my wife.
I have figured out exactly what this podcast is about. Happy is looking for a girlfriend. He is paying $200 on the first date, and he is preemptively doing anything that you might want to be a queen.
That's right.
So his Instagram DMs are open. Jesus.
But the thing is,
Can I date you?
Hell yeah, man.
We're done.
But I think the problem with this also is that you guys are right. Like, there's no communication happening. I feel like I need to do that in order for the other person to love me. So I had to go to therapy, right? So it builds resentment over time, because if I do this 110% and the other person isn't giving me that same thing, then I'm like, oh, you don't care then? You're taking me for granted, blah, blah, blah. So there's a double-edged sword involved with being this way as well. Is there like a baseline of you should treat me like this so I feel that you care? Or is it really all, if I want it, I'll ask you, and if you want it, you should ask me?
That's a tough baseline. Yeah, everyone just gets treated with respect, obviously. But after that, it's so impossible to know
Okay.
where.
So there
where
wouldn't
things
be
go.
I can't really think about it for dudes, because I think because because guys are laid back.
Yeah.
If a girl's with us, I'm like, yo, I'm so lucky already. You know? I'm so lucky that she wants me already. Is that right? True. If a girl, like, maybe it's a self-esteem issue, I don't know. But if I like
Really?
if I like a girl, because I'm so picky.
Do you agree with this?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
feel
we're
good
laid
when-
back. Yeah, as long as she's not like going out and fucking hoeing pussy out with other guys, like I'm like, you're good. Like, you know, like as long as you're staying loyal to me and you don't like, you know, treat me like shit when we're together.
Yeah.
Like I already feel amazing that you're with me and you let me like touch you and be in your vicinity.
Yeah, I'm pretty hard to agree on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So this is why I think it's a girl issue where like you guys expect more things from the relationship before it's like, oh, this guy actually loves me or this guy is like a good partner.
Like, what do you expect from a boyfriend in the first month?
I think for me, showing affection is very important.
Like physically?
Yeah, physical.
Okay.
So physical touch you would expect from
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
relationship
yeah,
in like
yeah.
the beginning. Communication, of
Yeah,
course.
communication is the most important thing. That's always the thing, like very important for me.
Do you like if a guy texts you a lot?
Not like it's not about the like a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's not about the a lot. What I'm saying is that communication.
Mhm.
Like, are you willing to have a conversation, talk about?
Wait,
something?
but do you like it when guys text you a lot?
No,
You don't like it.
I don't like it.
Oh, well then we can't date. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of my show.
I don't like the guys.
You're a
text too
speed
much.
texter?
Oh my god.
I don't like the guys obsessed with texting that much.
I text
I
all day.
want him to spend his days time for something for his own stuffs like work. And then like, okay, so my ideal idea about the time is that you wake up and then I both, you know, like do something. You know, I'm doing something.
your own.
Yeah. So the day is gone. But when the work is over, when the things that you have to do is over, after that, then we both have a free time, right?
Mhm.
And then that's the time that maybe we should dedicate and commit to each other. I don't want the guys that like too fast feedback, like because I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I have to reply back, but I gotta do my own stuff too.
We are getting the Yugi tutorial if you want to date her. Don't text her at all until 6 p.m. And then at 6 p.m. be like, yo, I had such a great day. I thought about
Yeah, I
you
kinda
earlier on
like
this
that.
one thing.
I
And,
kind of
yo, would you love to go do this later?
Here's the thing. Oh yeah. So guys didn't understand that. I always told the guys that like I'm not really active on text messaging. What I prefer is that let's talk once the day is over. Like before you go to bed or something, especially because I'm a live streamer. I cannot really text messaging. Like
makes sense.
I'm live streaming all day
It's
long.
different,
I cannot distract myself to the phone. I gotta do my own work. Like it's like you have to commit the whole time when the camera is on. So that's my life schedule is like that. So after the things are over, before I go to bed, I still have the free time, right? And then I prefer to talk before, you know, both go to bed. You know, oh, how was your day? Blah, 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 like that. So I think I definitely prefer call than text message all day long. But the thing is that when I kind of said like this to the guys, they didn't understand what I'm talking about, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense though, right? Because you guys are streamers. Most normal people with normal jobs, like they go to the office or whatever, right? They're not like concentrated 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
But
Right,
streamers are. It's like if you're dating an actor or an actress and they're on set, they can't look at their phone. They're doing their lines or whatever,
Yeah,
right? Or a
yeah.
model, if they're on a shoot, during their shoot, they're not on their phones.
Well,
so
unfortunately, it's more important to give your social energy to the people watching you than
well,
the person that maybe you might see later or not.
well, it's your job,
Right,
Right,
exactly.
it's your job. So with you guys, it's a little bit. I say you guys. I'm also streaming too. Anyways,
I also didn't. I wasn't always a streamer. I had a normal job too, so I know. Yeah.
But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
So
with-
I always tell them like frequency of the texting is not the way of showing interest,
Okay.
but keep in touch. The regularity is important. So yeah, every day before you go to bed, call. Maybe
Okay.
like before you start the day. I'm gonna do this or something like that.
I think
It's
that's
good
reasonable.
enough for me.
I just wanted to ask you. You are a speed texter,
Yeah.
and you want people to pay attention and get fast responses. Is that how that works? Or you just like do a whole bunch like this and then?
Okay, well, the way I text is also I don't like texting in big chunks, so I'll do like one sentence at a time.
I'm the same way. A
weird
lot of people
texter
hate
like
that, yeah.
Aren't big paragraphs aggressive?
Oh.
Right? If you
I
think about a
always
whole ass
send-
paragraph,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, don't-
super aggressive. to
Don't
me.
ever write more than like 3 lines.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
always
easier to
send the
read.
whole paragraph.
No, yo, when you send a paragraph, usually it's a fight. Like,
Yeah.
usually it's you're upset about something
Yeah.
and you're saying that's what we attach
No.
paragraphs to.
Maximum 3 lines.
Like,
Go to the
I'm
next
trying
one.
to communicate. I
Nah,
try to talk.
So
Just
basically,
change the sentences.
That's
yeah.
why I prefer call, but they don't want to call.
so
Wait. Before we move off of this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you go out on a date, you spend $200 on a girl, you had a great experience.
Yeah.
Are you texting her that night to be like, I had such a great time?
Yeah.
You're like
I
that.
do that. Yeah. I'm like, hey, I had a great time. Hope you had a good time too. Well,
And then ghosted?
yeah, unfortunately, yeah. No. Here's the funny thing, right? If they ghost me on that night, I would actually like that.
Yeah,
Because then it's
elimination.
over.
Yeah.
But then these Korean bitches, no, these Korean girls, they will be like, oh my god, Oppa, I had so much fun too. I can't wait for the next time. And then like they'll say another polite return text the next day. So I'm like, okay, everything's cool. And then
Ghosted.
it's like, stop being polite. Break my heart on the first fucking day.
Yeah, have you ever sent a text message after a date that was like, you know, that was a good night and a nice date, but I'm not seeing you again?
I want that so bad. And give
Has
me the
anyone
fucking
ever
reason.
done that? I have never received
I've never
anything
done
like that either.
I've never done that either. I've never done it, and I've never.
I've never
received
done it.
But I
either,
didn't
yeah.
have the bad first date.
You've never had a bad first date?
No.
So you've always gone on a second date?
Yeah.
I think for me too, in most cases, I also do get a second date, but I was recently ghosted after the first date, so I'm carrying that pain in my heart right now. She's hot as fuck too. But then I learned like, never mind. I'm not gonna put this on the podcast. We can talk about it after.
What I'm learning is you guys are just like so good at all this and
I think
dating
yeah,
and everything.
I completely agree with Yugi. Like communication is a huge thing.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the whole texting thing. Unless I'm literally streaming or I'm literally filming and I'm like on a roll, I always have my phone on me. I know Korean girls. They always have their phone on them. Even on like when they're with their friends are like checking. You know, they're like always responding, even in like 술jari. So when you guys are all drinking and stuff, like everybody's checking their phones from time to time. Bitch, if you're not responding to me within 4 hours,
Yo,
crazy.
I'm in a relationship with a Korean girl and she never responds to anything.
Yo, cut that bitch out of your life. Stop.
Is she
she a streamer though, too?
Well, she used to be, but like
Okay.
I think she just doesn't pay. You okay, Yugi? And maybe I do the same thing too, because I just don't pay attention
Oh,
to
you know
my
what
phone.
it is then? She's just retaliating. That's what it is. It's like, this bitch is not responding in 6 hours. I'm going to wait 12 hours.
Actually, something just happened where she was mad at me.
There we go.
I sent some text message. I even called, and then she finally picked up. Tone of the voice was not happy with what I did.
Yo. Yeah, you got to do that with them Korean girls, man. You got to blow their phones up because they're used to the toxic Korean guys calling their phone every fuck like 10 times.
So anytime I don't get a response, I did something bad.
I don't know about your relationship. I don't want to put any poison in there. Would you rather date somebody in the field that we are in or somebody that's just completely out of it?
Completely out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such a hard question. Because the only people that truly know what streaming is like are streamers. And it's
Or-
so impossible to explain that to
What about
anyone
social
else.
media in general?
Doesn't matter. Streaming is different.
So you would rather somebody in the industry?
Like I said, it's a hard question because if you go down that road, you are literally leaving yourself open to everything.
Okay,
Career ending, possibly.
Whoa. Okay.
Because this
Explain.
is how people react. Like drama sells. You never know what's going to happen. Most relationships do not work out.
Right.
And if one person has really bad feelings, something could happen. There could be a lie. And then everything's gone. So like my rule is I will never, ever be the one to like reach out to anybody. And that's from like a male point of view also.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I will never, ever DM somebody like flirtatiously. It's just so stupid to me. Why would you ever do that? You're just setting yourself up for something to get leaked. You know, there's a screenshot here that's floating around. It's so dumb. In DMs, it should always be business anyways. Like, and then you can meet at another time. It could happen in many different ways, but meet them face to face. Then you can get a
Okay.
vibe, and then
let's take away the danger aspect of it.
Okay.
Okay. Still, you would rather date
Streamer.
somebody.
I would say
Oh, you're
streamer.
dating somebody. Oh, specifically a streamer, not even just a social media person. Specifically, you would rather date a streamer.
I think that it just makes more sense that way.
Okay.
Because I don't know, maybe I'm on my high horse about streaming, or maybe it's low horse, but it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It's the greatest thing I've ever done, but it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and I've worked some shitty jobs too. I'm thankful that like I'm an old man in this game, and I didn't start like I've been streaming for 6 years now, and before that I worked real jobs. Well, half of them were real jobs, but I've worked in an office in the Bay Area, and I've worked as a dishwasher in a restaurant before. Those jobs were easier on my mind and body than streaming.
Interesting. Yugien?
Technically, for me, what matters is like as long as I would not have the possibility to meet him again in any chances in the future, it's kind of right. But if I have to face him somehow later when this is not really working, and they have to face him again, that's not a good thing for me.
That's so interesting. I mean, I understand it, but that's kind of like a assuming it's going to end kind of thing, right?
Well, now I'm curious about past relationships for you. Do they always like end poorly where you don't want to see them anymore? Because I feel like I have good relationships with 99% of the girls I ever dated. And if I saw them again, it would be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Like,
I've got a 50% win rate there. I've only dated 4 people though, so.
Not all, but
there are definitely people in your past where it's like, I don't want to deal with them. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So, but the thing is that if I ask myself that, then did they really did something horrible to you? And then like, not really. Just I didn't really aware that much. And then, but still they hurted me. So I don't want to deal with them, right?
Isn't it possible that if in a situation where they hurt you and you don't want to deal with them at all, can't you just be like, they're here. This is how it is. Let's be nice to each other.
No.
Oh, it's that bad, huh?
Okay.
And I think it's just my personality that like once it's over, it's over.
Gotcha.
I don't like once I just decide that this is over, I don't want to deal with this person. Not at all.
And time doesn't change anything, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So hopefully I stay on Yugi's good side for the rest of my life, or else
me
I'm
too, man.
fucked.
I don't want to fuck around. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. For me, hypothetical situation, if she messages me the next day and she's like, yo, Happy, I have this sponsorship contract. I know you do good work. I want to collaborate with you. I'll give you 50% of the thing. I'd be like, hell yeah.
Let's make money, baby.
Let's make the money. You know what I'm saying? No?
No.
To be fair, though, I'm weak. If the next day she calls me and says, let's bang, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. It is what it is. I don't hold hate in my heart like that for women. I don't. But that's because I've never had a situation like even like with people who have cheated on me. I don't have that. I get hurt and I wish bad things on them. But if they came back to me, I'd be like, yeah, like, It is what it is, man. It's casual. I'm not gonna get my heart hurt again. You know
Right. You've already put the wall up, so you're good now.
Men are the only people I have grudges against. But again, even then, if they come up to me and they're like, "Bro, I got like 15 grand for you right here," I'm like, "Hell yeah, what we gonna do, bro?
Exactly.
Friends again, baby."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're saying,
even if you had bad blood and he was just like, "Listen, let's hammer this out." Like,
I don't know about the hammering out. Because the thing is, there are certain things like
hammering
you
out with
showed
10
me-
grand.
Yeah. Give me some fucking money. Give me some fucking, give me something. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it worthwhile for me. But even then, it depends on the crime, right? It depends.
True,
It depends on the transaction.
True.
But you like nothing. If somebody's like, yo, Yugi, like you're a streamer and I'm representing this company and they're looking for streamers and like, yo, let's do like a backdoor deal. Let's do 50-50. I can get you a $50,000 deal.
No. I don't want to get involved.
Damn.
Wow.
Yugi is stone cold.
I got to afford those dates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, they're not coming very often anymore.
But that's because I don't even bother reaching out.
Yeah, because
That's why, because I'm.
and
like,
you don't bother reaching out because you know you can't afford it.
That's what it is. It's because I don't want to have to burn that 150. In the amount of girls that I've gone on dates with, only 2 girls have ever offered to pay and actually paid.
I was just running a bunch of scenarios through my head too about the minimum 150. And if you're dating a Twitch streamer, it's not one. The minimum must be more.
Nah, bitch, if you want more than 150, like you can go, like you better suck
150
my
good
dick
enough.
in the middle of the date. Damn. You know, like I'm not going to omakase on the first date. Like that's fucking wild.
Yeah, but
if I could
imagine
afford
you're a
it, I
Twitch
would.
streamer and you take a Twitch streamer on a date, and then she's like, I went on a date. The dude only spent $150 on me. She tells her entire audience, dude, and it was Happy.
I feel
Fuck
like
that guy.
I feel like if a girl said that, their entire male fan base would rip into them.
What the fuck? No shot. Those guys are just waiting to give more money than whatever you paid. There's gonna be 10 dudes right there dropping $200 each on her.
You know what? I'll take it as helping her career out. Cheers. If she rips into me and then a bunch of guys like, I would treat you better. Thank you so much for $500 donor. Love you. I'll be like, bitch, where's my commission, bitch?
True. Let me get 20%.
I gave you the story, baby. In the DMs after the stream, hey, you shouldn't have treated you like that. On our first date, I spent $2,000 on you. Here, let me show you. It sends you $1,000. I should get 10% of that.
Actually true.
Bitch, come out. $100 back on my 150 date, you know?
Dang.
But yeah, that's no, like for me, I only want to date somebody in the industry. I don't want to date somebody that either isn't or doesn't want to be. Because I want to be an internet power couple.
Yeah.
Also, I know that if I have a hot girlfriend, I can blow her the fuck up within a year. I actually work harder for somebody else than for myself. Because for myself, I'm like, I'm lazy today. I don't want to do that. But for a girl, I'm like, oh my God, like she's beautiful. There's a saying with photographers, actually, like you can tell how much they love their subject because of the work
shots
that they produce. You can feel how they feel about them. And that's kind of like me in that sense.
But the thing about the photographs is also so creepy because there's random dudes taking photos and they look so damn good.
In their eyes, that's how beautiful you are.
Like I imagine going to one of those gaming conventions with all the cosplayers and fucking tons of dudes holding cameras and taking photos and they all look so good, but what do they really want?
They might have bad intentions, but that's how they see you in their eyes, right? That's the beauty that they see, which is why they're creepy, right?
Yugi, have you ever had like a cosplay photo taken of you that was really good?
My cosplay video was uploaded on the Pornhub before. I was like, what the fuck?
Who was your videographer?
No. just random clip. But it was not even that sexual. It was just like full suit.
7.9 million views.
No. It didn't have like.
Yeah,
a
whoever shot that for you, maybe you should call him up.
No. It was my stream, so I feel it myself.
That you love yourself. You have a lot of self-love. Yugi has a lot of self-love.
She does.
She does. And to
Yeah.
that, let's all drink to self-love because that's what we need for a successful relationship, right? You gotta love yourself first.
You gotta know yourself and love yourself before you love someone else.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Cheers to that.
Exactly.